Good morning, evening, everybody, and welcome to House Flipper episode 132. Looks like I might have forgotten to change the title there. We are heading straight into our house. We're going to go straight for our next flip. Finishing our next flip. So the little key on there is utility gardens like natural materials, wood and stone, and I love these birds. So, if you're wondering why my streams are a bit later in the day, it's because that's when I finish getting my words down for my writing. So I finished that about 15 minutes ago. We are heading straight over to the Huckster's house. Today we're going to have a look at the bathrooms and get them finished. I might even slap a coat of paint on the garage. And then we're going to try and get the bedroom finished, but we'll just see how we go for time. So, this is my garden. I love my garden, even if it was a pain to put together. And even if I can't get rid of this irritating bit if I'm not sure what it is. Actually, it looks like dirt. Maybe I can get rid of that. Let's drown it in gravel. I know, I'm a bit slow today. I forget what colour tube we were using. That looks a bit big. Let's try for smaller. Perfect. There we go. Not quite perfect, but perfect enough that it won't drive me crazy anymore. All right, let's get to it. Straight inside, we fixed up our little patch in the gravel that needed fixing. This is the last bedroom that we're looking at there. Straight into our family room. Yeah, I still like this room. It has so many bookcases. Yeah. So there we go. Let's head straight into this bathroom. I think we're making it blue, and all we had left to do is put in the fixtures and the fittings. So let's go with... Alright, the toilet's going on one side, I think. Shower or bathtub. The Jantarts like bathtubs. I'm thinking the Smoth family might like showers, at least for the master bedroom. So we'll do that first. Being bada boom, we need some installations. And we need our shower plumbing system. So we shouldn't have too much faffing about today. We should just be able to get straight into it. Alrighty, let's unscrew that. Instant interest down there from the Johnson family, who have wriggled back onto the board. Hopefully they don't wriggle too much further onto the board, because we don't really want to attract them. This isn't really the house for them. You know what? I'm kind of feeling in a curvy kind of mood. Let's go for one of these things and see if I can fit it in here. The frame's good as it is, light. Yeah, see, that's annoying. Let's not do that to them. Actually, wait a minute. Can I flip it? Don't be awkward. Yeah, no, I can't flip it. I need to put the shower thingy on the back wall for that. Fine, there goes that idea. Alrighty, looks like we're sticking with plain old normal showery bits. Where is my original? There it is, the original shower. Do I want that or that? Actually, let's go for the lighter fixture. I'm really hoping that I'm not going to have to rip this. Sigh. Whoops, I know that's how I feel, but really I'm not supposed to do that with the hammer. Okay, there are just days when you start off and nothing seems to work. Those days can only get better if you keep persisting. Let's try this old-fashioned, good old faithful shower, which doesn't seem to stick me in the walls whenever I try and make it. Alrighty, here we go. See, look. Sometimes just the original stuff works best. And I know that I've just locked out one door by putting it up against that wall, but that's okay. Because the other door works perfectly fine. Here we go. What am I doing? Don't ask me. It's still too early in the game to work it out. So pretty much I've just had an 8.5 hour day doing author things, and this is where I get to chill and just relax. Excellent. Alrighty, so the door is going to open this way. Beautiful. I really wish I could have put that further to one side, but it wasn't going to have a bar of it. Actually, you know what? I'm really tired of it not having a bar of it. I want a bar of it. Let's just see if I can't move that shower bay over. If I can't, what I might do is pull it out and put it on the back wall where I want it anyway. There we go. That's much more civilized. Alrighty. Now I have to put it all back together again. You can just do that in order if you want. I just didn't want to be bothered putting it all together at the end. I love this music in this game. It's so relaxing. What have I done wrong? It's going to be one of those days. I can just tell. Let's fine. Let's have a bit of a hissy fit and change our bathroom. Here we go. Let's try this. Actually, what was I doing? I have a whole installation thing in me over here. Alrighty. The reason I'm turning it around to the back wall is now I really am going to try and use one of those curvy showers. And I'm going to hope that it doesn't make me get stuck in the wall again. So let's go with this one, which didn't work at all last time. So don't ask me why I'm attempting it this time. Alrighty. Here we go. Because sometimes things will work if you just put them in the right spot. There we are. Beautiful. That was so much easier. Why didn't I do that the first time round? Okay, we can put a tiny bitty sink in there or a bigger sink here. I think we'll have trouble putting a toilet in there, to be honest. And who wants to sit there when the door is going to open and bang you in the knees? And again, yeah, no, let's do it this way. Here we go. Alright, I can put the toilet this way or I can put it this way. Yeah, let's put it this way. A little bit more space. Just take it out a tiny bit. Alrighty. I think we might go for one of those nice, fancy, compact toilet things that they've introduced recently. I love these things, they're cute. We're just going to go with the white though because I'm not so fond of some of the other colours. To be honest, this compact toilet looks much bigger than the other toilet. Than the first toilet. I mean, look at the size of that thing. Okay, I'm changing my mind again because I do that. So, I mean, if you look at these things, if we go for, say, a fairy, which... See how much smaller it is than the compacts? I like the compacts, but don't start. There we go. Alright, toilets. We need toilet rolls because to hang our toilet paper on, which everyone has, I'm sure. I might just put it a little bit to the front, that way you can reach it easily. And then what we might do is put in something nice for the sink. So I'm thinking I might go with a sink fitting to start with. That's kind of handy. We might put it about halfway through because we're going to try and give them a little bit of storage space and maybe some sink room. So let's just go and have a quick look at what we've got. Alright, so I've got a hanging sink Lamont. It's kind of big and we don't have a lot of space between the sink and the door, so we want something probably like the Madarians. The Quojan's kind of cute, it's got a little bit of storage underneath. It would let us put a laundry basket right beside it. Or we could just go for the Shannon. Just give it white on white, I think, this time round. Yeah, okay, maybe not the Shannon. It's a little bit too big. I don't want to go old-fashioned because I'm not trying not to encourage the Jan tarts any more than they're encouraged. Yeah. I think the Lamont is probably going to be a bit big as well. Let's just make that all white and see how that goes. Oh, wait a minute. I'm daft, aren't I? I like it though, but it's I'm not sure it's going to fit inside the arc of the door. And just see how far it'll go back and how far it overlaps. You know what? It might just fit. Let's give it a whirl. We can always pull it out if we don't like it. I know words none of you want to hear me say. It's like, just make up your mind with the sink furnishings. I thought you said this would be quick. Oh well, you know. Alright, let's see how well this will fit in. Just tap on that, tap on that, tap on that. Wind that in. Turn the taps on. Smooth that back. Beautiful. Fits in. Gorgeous. I probably should pull it out and move it along, but I won't do that to you. Funny as that would be. Let's have a look at a laundry basket, which we're going to do with wicker and with white, because I just happen to like those a lot. And I've forgotten which way around it goes. We're also going to put in a towel rail, probably above the laundry basket. Just zoosh into here and we'll grab that off the wall. There it is. It should theoretically fit. There. Told you it would fit. Let's go with that. Pop that straight in and assemble it. So this will keep the bathroom warm and give you somewhere to hang your towels. Pretty cool. The other alternative, I guess, is to put hooks in. I'm not sure why you'd do that, but anyway, it's still not quite perfect, but that'll do. The last thing we want in here is a mirror. They've rearranged the mirrors and I really like it. They've put them down into decorations. We have a Lamont. Let's have a look at what the Lamont mirror looks like. We've got that. The other mirror we could go with is the original, which is beautiful for most situations and bigger. So we're going to go with that. We need probably some downlights. Let's just go with lamps and sconces, wall lights. There we go. Small fluoro sconce lux. Not really fond of that one. Let's just have a look at this one. Okay, I might not be fond of it, but it might be what suits. It's true. I don't mind them. I'm not trying to upset them. We could put that in. It's not what I would normally put in, but you know, it'll do. Do I have a light switch? No, that's right, because I knocked down the wall. Let's normally you'll find light switches in installations, but my goodness, they have some new light switches. All right, let's put the new light switch here and turn the lights on. You know what? I'm thinking we might leave that exactly as it is. I never could get the taking pictures of the bathroom right, so I won't worry about that. Let's go and do the second bathroom. We are going to stick with a very light I could just leave it as blue, in which case I'll change the floor. let's have a look and see what floors we've got. So I'm thinking I kind of like the blue tiles there, but we don't have a lot of different floor tiles to go with it. Let's just see how this looks. It's not too bad. It's either go dark or go light, really. Let's grab our ceramic tiles white. We can always just horrify ourselves with this one. I tend to find that the floor looks better when it's darker than the walls, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, yeah, no. All right, we just go with our dark blue. And let's just tile in there as well. There we go. Alrighty. We're going to go with some privacy, so we'll smush in the good old Venetians. They're horror to clean, but they suit most spaces. If you can get... Oh, oops, I did buy many, didn't I? That was a bit daft. Just grab that, pop that in there. Bathrooms are like the finishing touches. Do I agree with the layout? Sink, towel rail, shower, toilet. It'll do. I think we might actually leave this as it is. Normally I faff about and, you know, try putting in a laundry or a washing machine or other bits and bobs. But I'm thinking we've got a laundry room down the hall, so we don't need to do that with this one. Of course, if I did this, normally what would happen is the water would just come pouring out of the walls and I'd be in trouble. Let's go pop this thing here. Just put the fixtures in. We are putting in a second bathroom, so we should see some movement on the Smoth family will probably be really happy once it goes in. The Johnsons will also approve. I'm thinking the real estate agent may make a very brief showing. We'll put in a narrow kind of sink this time around. We'll go for the... Actually, no, we'll go for the Madarians, I think. Just something simple and plain. It'll sit quite nicely right there. So it means hopefully the kids won't be too tempted to leave their junk in the bathroom. Not that they have kids yet. All right. We need a mirror. I really like being able to find the mirrors. That's really good. Okay, that's such a tiny mirror though. It matches, but that one's better. You can get more of an idea of what you look like with what you're wearing with that one. Let's see how we go with our showers this time round. I mean, last time round I kind of messed about a bit. 132. Just so to fit. There we go. The Johnson family have appeared. The businessman is of course complaining because he can't use 2 bathrooms at once and he doesn't have guests in his bathroom areas. But that's okay. We've now got 2 lots of bidders who are fighting each other, which is what we want. Oops, that was a bit glitchy. What's going on there? I find it interesting is who likes what particular toilet. This bathroom is a little bit bigger, so this toilet isn't quite such an impost. Let's go with our toilet paper. All right. So we have the Jan Tarts and the Art Girl having a bit of a quarrel over who likes it more. We might put in a few laundry baskets in this space, simply because... Actually, we'll just put one in. No, not that one. Again, I prefer the wicker look. It has a slightly better colour array. Alrighty. We could put in a bath mat. It would be interesting to see who likes that kind of thing. Usually it's something like a round rug. It would have to be white because the blue is the wrong blue. And I'm not doing that to them, that's just mean. Alright, so really the only option for a rug would be this one. So on those cold winter days when you step out onto the bathroom floor, you don't freeze your tootsies. Might just pop that over there. Yeah, see, no one cares about the rug. That's interesting. Alright, have I got a light in here? No. I do have a light switch. Let's give them a light to go with their light switch. Don't think I'll do a downlight on that mirror though. So lamps and ceiling. We're not going to do anything... I mean, that's cute. I was going to say we're not going to do anything fancy. Is that going to give enough light though when you pop in here? Let's just have a look. Okay, the answer to that is no, that is not sufficient light for a decent bathroom. Would be good for just like a small space though. I like it from that point of view. Alright, we'll go with a mid-range from Price. Yeah, alright, we'll go with that. Center it as best we can. That'll do. We'll leave that as is. Alright, that's 2 bathrooms down. I'm thinking we might very quickly swish through the garage. I'm going to give it a quick coat of paint, put a blind in, and add in some, maybe a quick workbench area. Actually make it half a man cave maybe. So walls, we're not going to do anything spectacular with it. I'm thinking we might just go with Silver Glacier. And quickly get that done. We're parking cars in here, so we probably don't want to put a carpet or anything down. Not sure why that's looking pink. Pink is not what we wish. I'm going to put a ban on pink the way I'm going. It's always a good idea to close the door when you're painting. That way if you slip with your paintbrush, you don't have to make repairs and try and remember what colour you used earlier. Especially if your computer gets a bit laggy. See, it's really easy to slip. There we go. So basically, even though you're not doing a lot in the garage, one of the things you would do is you'd still paint it. Because there are a number of clients who don't really like it if the house isn't fully painted when they move in. So I'm thinking the real estate agent likes everything to be painted. I think Jimmy Trader also has a thing about neat, so just painting it is a good way to keep them all happy on a basic level. Here we go. I was hoping to avoid filling the roller that last time, but there we are. Alright. Just make sure I haven't missed anything. Handy little... There we go. Oh, okay, no. So what I'm doing is just painting under... Actually, I think I painted under the door earlier. What am I thinking? Now it's got 2 colours. Alright. We have clearly done all of that. So we're going to park 2 cars in here. We want to leave a bit of space. But I'm also thinking we want to put a bit of a workspace in as well. So let's go have a quick look at furniture and tables. We don't want coffee tables. I'm just thinking a really simple I mean, I don't know if he's much of a handyman, but if just in case he is, or she is, she might be a handy woman. We'll give them a table. So we have the table slim, and the table simple. Let's go with simple so the garage doesn't have too much. Probably white's probably not your best, but if they're a neat freak, at least they'll know where to clean it up. So let's just pop that there in the corner. Let's give them a little bit of furniture space. There's two. There's a steel shelf, and so that'll do. We'll buy a few of those. The only thing that's annoying about these is if you put something on it and it drops right through the slats. So thinking we probably don't want to put too much more in here. We do want to put a blind in. Just go with the Venetian. Alright, so we've kept the garage really simple. If they have kids or they're a two car family, they're probably going to want to have a space there. I might put a couple of small shelves up above the shelf ups, hanging shelf ups. We'll go grey just to match in with the actually no, we'll go white to match in with the table. Give them a couple of extra shelves here. Businessman's like into his documents. I'm like, no, this is not for documents. That man would read anywhere, I swear it. And the other thing, we probably want maybe a couple of hangers on the side. So I'll just go for hooks. It's in other. I wonder if I can get something else. No, okay, so we're stuck with hooks. I didn't really want brass, but if that's what we've got, that's what we've got. Let's go for a buy many. We might just put a few. They're a bit fancy for a garage, so they'll do. We need those plain little white ones that come on tabs. Or something metal that you can bolt in. That's just not going to line up, is it? That's irritating. Fine, I will have fancy hooks. Okay, now. So we've got a space for... Yep, that will work. I was going to put something else in. I've forgotten what it was. A light is definitely needed. We might put in two. Just go with the slim line, I think. Low maintenance, less places for things to build cobwebs on. Not that I'm too worried about things that build... Actually, yes, I am worried about things that build cobwebs, especially in Australia. Right, let's have a look at that. That will do. We have space for two cars, small amount of space for tools, a very tiny work area. We might give the nice man a chair or the nice woman a chair. Probably an ingolf because it looks nice and I can find it easily. You know what, in case they have a visitor, they can just have a quiet little sit in that space. So it's it's a semi-refuge. Or if you want the kids to study and they've been a bit naughty, you can stick them out there too. But really, I wouldn't put them in the garage with the power tools if you're wanting them to study. That might not be your best move. Okay. Hey, how are you? Okay. So, alright, I'm not going to put in Venetians straight up. I should probably put in a one of those radiators. Let's go installations and let's take a quick looky-see. We don't want to cook them, so maybe not a large radiator. We'll just go with the small. Pop that in there. It is going to make it a little bit awkward for putting in things like bookshelves and other stuff, but we'll manage. We've gone with the green on the floor. So this is going to be a peaceful room and we're turning it into a children's room. If we can. So a children's room usually has a desk and a bookshelf and a bed. So let's go for bed, and we'll go for a children's kind of bed, not a really big one. The Sloth family are looking at starting a family, so why don't we give them a cot? And let's see if we can find them a neutral cot so that they don't feel, like they have to have a particular gender of child. I mean, that's... No. Okay, it's blue, it's light blue. Something gender neutral, coffee, but flowers are not. Who wants to put their kid in a coffee coloured bed, honestly? It's looking like my best option. See, I'd go for that if it weren't for the flowers. Alrighty. We're going to go for light coloured walls. We're going to go for a blue or a green. So I'm going to go for a white. Now it looks like a hospital crib. That's not what I want. Alright, okay, we're going to ditch that one. It's annoying me. So much for not being gender specific. Aha. Why did you put this into boy? Bears is cute. You know what? Bears can be for boys or girls. Doesn't matter. What's that? It's not too bad. Really don't like the dark green for this. Okay. Again, we'll go for timber, the white timber. You could, if you wanted to, just add a little bit of character with some of the wood. And if you're going for the jantarts, you might actually put a lot of wooden furniture in. But in this case, we'll just do this. Alrighty, not too close to the radiator. And I don't want to use up too much of the available wall space because I'd like to put a bookcase in. Right, so basically this has the broadest wall space. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in... Alright, we've turned it into a bedroom. I'm not putting a TV in the baby's room. It would entertain the parents while they were doing parenting, but maybe not. Let's go for table and we'll zip down to change tables. They're, alright, what have I done with change tables? They're not in tables, that's right. They're in, I think they're in cupboards now that I think about it. And I suspect they're with drawers. No, they're not. Cabinets. We're going to go with the blue just to, oh my goodness. That's really not what I want. Alright, I'm just going to bite the bullet and go with pink. Do you know what? I'm a very confused builder. We're having a pink change table and a blue bed. I would do a blue change table to match, but it's not cooperating. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our change table here. Maybe. I'm thinking change table and rubbish bin. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So we're going to go for trash, T-I-S-H, and we're going to go for a Panteo because it's nice and narrow and will fit in most spaces. And where are you going to put the nappies after you've changed them? Alright, we have a bedroom. We need a bookcase. So that's cupboards and shelves and limb because I like it and it's slender. Except I don't want to put a bookcase quite that close to the fire. So we'll pop that there. Actually, no, we won't. We will put it that close to the fire. Alright. And then we're going to put a desk and a cupboard. So in cupboards, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of wardrobes that also have drawers. So I mean, you've got your stylish wardrobe, which is very expensive for a kid. But you've also got your wardrobe Charles and your wardrobe Hermes, and both of those are quite nice. Thinking we might go for the more drawer space. I'm going to have to go with pine, no, maybe birch. This is another one of those where I can't match all the furniture if I do this because there's no white in the Hermes. So that's okay, we will just live with that. And actually I might do what I was thinking of earlier, which is we'll pop that there. Pop that over here. Yeah, no, we won't. Okay. Yep, okay, it is going to have to go over this way. Flip it that way. Pop it there. I do want to put a desk in here as well, so it's going to be a very small desk, so we don't obstruct the being particularly dodgy with this build. So we don't obstruct the cupboards. So the smallest desk I can think of is either the classical desk Alici. The Anna's not too big either. Let's just have a quick look at how these look. So we're going to go with, I can either go with birch to match the cupboard, or I can go with white to match the rest of the furniture. Actually, I might actually see what I can do about the limb. Right, if I pull that out just a little bit, grab, actually, you know what? Grab that thing, twist it that way. Yep, that'll do. Which means I can grab this thing. Actually, we're going to sell this thing and make it the right colour. I know, everyone's sad I sold a bookcase. Gosh, guys, get over it. Might go with cream. Actually get the cream to match in. Pop that just there. Which means I can grab this thing. It's always better to have the light coming in over your shoulder when you're working. So that means it's probably good for kids to have the light coming in over their shoulders when they're working as well. Let's just grab this, put this over here. It looks a little less odd if the bulky thing is in the corner. If I do it this way, I'm going to have a little bit of wasted space. But it won't be too wasted if I put a brushy trash bin, a mesh trash bin in the corner. I could put a plant in there, but I will put just the brushy in. We've gone nuts with the things. So, what do we got? We need a chair. We are now, we have also created our children's room with our desk and our, so basically for a children's room what you need is a desk, a bed, a bookcase, and that's about it. I'm just looking for a suitable chair. So you've got your Gilbert, you've got your classic. I mean, I like the Ingolfs, and actually I can get one that matches. Let's just go with that because it fits in. Alrighty, you know what? Now I don't like this section. I know, everyone is sad. Guys, why are you crying? Let's have a look at beds. And we'll go with children's bed spruce. We'll go with the light nut. No, we won't. We'll go with the American elm. Why are these covers not childlike? That will do though. And it will match the carpet. Alright. Oh, I need a cabinet of some kind, don't I? Alright, so now it's not a children's bedroom anymore. That's okay. Pretty sure we needed... I just have to remember what we had to put in it now. Let's go with shelves. No, let's go with drawers. There we are. I'm going to go with either the mini chest or the chest of drawers Mal in the birch. We're just going to pop this at the very end of the bed. Right, what did I take out there? Let me just figure out what I did wrong. Pretty sure it's got something to do with the cabinet. So if I dump this in the middle of the floor, okay. We need some toys in here. Let's just grab an accessories and kids. I'm really liking these donkeys. We might grab them again. Maybe these people really like horses. So I did have a children's room, but then I took out the cot. Okay. It's okay. Let's have a quick look and see what we can do with this. Children's room. Okay. We just had to add a few toys in. We're good. So now that we've added some toys in, let's insult young, what's his face's masculinity just a little bit more. Not Jimmy Trader, the other fellow. Raphael Urco. He gets really upset about toys. That's fine. I might put another ball in here. I mean, there's one in the family room, but where's the fun of just having one ball when you can have two? And who's going to build with just triangles anyway? Okay. What else we've got? That's pretty much, might as well do stars. Actually, I think that's going to be too big. Oh no, that's fine. Flip it. Okay. One children's room, which will look a whole lot better once I've painted it. All right, that's our carpet. So as long as we keep that in view, we should be able to choose our curtains. Then hopefully get some paint to match. Doors and windows, curtains and blinds. We could go with that. Actually, where are these patterns? That's got nothing to do with zebras. Oh boy, it's going to be one of these things, isn't it? We've got to remember that the bed has got those multicolored stripes. That's kind of pretty. It's very bright though. If we did that, let's try just move it back a little bit. I think the blind is a little bit bright for what we've got planned. It's nice though. Just have to work out how I'm going to use that in another build, I think. Let's go with I could go with the teal. Nope. All right, let's have a look at our light Roman blinds. Maybe that blue. Our darks, definitely not. Our vivids. The yellow would fit. And the red is kind of tear your eyes out. So that's not very restful. That's very stimulating. And it would match the bed. Let's have a quick look at this one and just see how that goes. Just back it up. We could probably get away with a dark blue actually, looking at that. Granted, you can change your bed covers, but that's okay. So the other option is this or this, or that. Let's have a quick look at that. Nope. Fine, I think I'm just going to go with the Venetians again. I might change one of those later. Right now, I think this might be my best option. So used to putting these in as a single buy. You can now buy many of them and put them in at once. Kind of works. Okay. Oops. Here we go. Alrighty. One children's room. That should make the Johnsons and the Smoths pretty happy. I think we also need to paint it, put down a rug, something like that. Let's go find some wall colors before we start painting. Alright, I'm thinking we're either looking at faded lemon, sky blue might work, royal blue probably would work the best. Azure Bliss is a bit bright, indigo might work as well. No, not quite. Sleepy blue might work. I'm actually thinking that it's not a bright color, but then we're trying to have a restful room. Okay, that doesn't give me a lot of contrast. So this is my other one. I'm also trying to work out what will fit best with this. I'm pretty sure that this is not going to work, but let's have a look at it anyway. You know what? It's not a restful room if you do it this way, but let's just have a quick coat of paint and see what this looks like. Basically, I want to see how it matches in with the carpet. Yeah, that's done. You know what? I can live with that. Let's do this. See, with the blue, the room gets too dull and kind of dreary. With the yellow, it wakes it up a little bit. But the only problem with yellow, of course, is it's a stimulating color for learning. So if you want your child to sleep, this may not be the best color for their room. However, given that we want them to study in here as well, it's probably not too bad a color. There we go. So I'm thinking the Smoth family are going to be pretty happy with this, and that as soon as we get this coat of paint on, we might go to auction. Oh, well, maybe after I put the last light in. Alrighty. We have a light switch already. We might put a light on the desk as well. So just go down to lamps and standing. I noticed a few. I mean, that's cute, isn't it? And it matches the paint. That's kind of cool. Let's leave that one in. We have also forgotten to put in a rug. I was thinking of putting in one of those rugs that we can see in the hallway, but I don't think it's going to match the bed if we do. So that was a harem, and it was the colourful stripes. So if we did that, we're looking at a really big contrast between the bed and the floor, although the mat does actually match the walls. Actually, you know what, we might stick one of those in there. Oops, hang on. but we might want to put a really big one in there. So let's go large and see what that covers. Holy. All right, maybe not a large rug in that room. Maybe a medium rug. Let's check this one out. This is a very small room when you think about it. So if I put this small in, I can have the stripes on the floor going the same way as the stripes in the bed. But if I do the medium, I get the floor coverage. Yeah, let's do that. Now I really want to put the bed somewhere else, but that's okay. Yep, no, that will do. Let's put in our lights. We're just going to go with a plain ceiling lamp. Probably, I mean, mind you, kids do like to look at things at night and stare at their ceilings, I guess. I mean, that would be fun if you did that. And it is a kid's room. Oh god, no, let's not do that to the poor child. That might leave marks. A lasting impression that you don't wish to have. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to stick with plan A, I think. And just trying to lighten up the top. There we go. All right, this is our children's room. This is also the very last room in the house. So what I'm going to do is try and get a shot of that. I might just close the door. All right. Oh, you know what we've forgotten? We've forgotten pictures. What sort of a kid's room is this? It's got not a single picture on the wall. And shelves. What am I thinking? We're going to go for hanging shelf up in white. And we're just going to give them something over their desk. And then we're going to go for a really cheerful kind of picture up on this wall here. So we're going to go for paintings. And that's what I was going to put in the garage. A painting. My hand's going a bit numb. Alrighty. So I don't think the kids are going to be old enough for these for a while. But, I mean, that's kind of cute. And very kiddish. There was one other that was kiddish. I vaguely remember there being teddy bears in here somewhere. There. So there's two pictures we can put up. So I don't know if this will actually suit. Let's just pop that, back it up a little bit. It's a bit of a contrast. I think we might pop the owl in the corner. Then you can sleep in bed at night and look at the owl. We might have a look at, where are my teddy bears? I mean, that's kind of cute, but it's also very small. And if I put that there, let me just see what frames. Okay, so we don't have any frame options, so that's fine. All right, now I want something for that wall, most of that wall. This is one of the few that will go with the yellow paint job. They're kind of scary when you think about it. Yeah, I don't know about that. This is pretty soothing, but it really won't go with the blankets that we've chosen on the bed. Either of these would probably do. Thinking we might just go with the river. So just grab that. We're going to put it there. All right, if you have a look at our buyers, we've immediately impressed Veronica. So let's just grab a shot of, whoops, that. And then we'll head this way. Quick shot of that. They're not the best pictures, I have to admit. All right, that will do us. So this is our finished house. We have actually got, oh, bar the picture in the garage. All right, I said it was going to be a bit of a man cave, but not really seeing where I can put a picture up here. Okay, no picture in the man cave. So this is pretty much our house. We have our garage. We have bathroom 1. We have our master bedroom leading straight out into the entertaining area, and one day I'm going to be able to put curtains up here, and I'm going to do that. We have a very small ensuite, 1 hallway. You know what? I put no plants in this child's bedroom. That's okay. This is our kitchen and living room area, and this is our family room, because we're trying to impress 2 families, which we've managed to get to the top there. So what we might do is head outside into the garden. We have our plants, our little secret nook over in the corner that we saw at the start of this session. It's kind of lurking. And if you wander this way, we have our fountain and water feature. And then at the very end of here, we have 1 small entertainment area, a pool, a couple of deck chairs, and an outdoor eating area. And we just changed the garden at the back to put in some of the newer plants and rearrange the rocks that were already there. So I'm thinking what we might do now is we might go to auction. So let's see how we go in our garden contest. Submit for garden contest. The American garden, practical, easy to maintain, showcase, low profile evergreen plants. Oops, might have missed the boat on that one. The backyard, relaxing and recreation, patio, gazebo, barbecue spot. So I'm thinking that's where we fit most. It's either that one or the modern garden. Actually, you know what? That might. It's just evergreen and ornamental grass. Yeah, let's go with the American garden and see how well we go on this one. Okay, so I guess it really suits the American garden. The evergreens are counted there. We're going to increase the value of our house at 50%, and we'll escape that. Let's go to auction. Jimmy Trader, 153 is not a bad starting bid. Tarrenton. Alrighty, so we did make quite a lot of them really cross with our second bedroom. And also Raphael, we offended his honour of masculinity because we put children's toys in there. Family room. 2 bedrooms are not enough for the 6 of them. This is really not the house for them because there are so few rooms. These guys, okay, they want a dedicated living room. We'll do that for them next time. And it's the only thing that they didn't like. So 195 is not too bad. We're actually going to try and negotiate that up for them. Let's just go halfway. Actually, I don't know. We go 3/4 of the way. Let's see how we go with this. We'll negotiate the offer. They may laugh at me for that much. That's pretty huge. Nope. They definitely don't want to negotiate up. That's okay. We're going to let them buy it anyway. And that's that. So, we've managed to sell the Huckster's house to a small family. And now we have to work out what to do next. Plants that have edible fruit and vegetables are a good fit for the garden, the utility garden. Alright, world's tiniest office. Before we finish up for the night, let's have a look and see what we can do. We've done all of our mail. We could just work our way through these. Let's go see what we can buy. It's 482. 8,000 to get to the moon. We're almost there. However, we also have this house to go, which actually I don't think I've done. And then we have these ones, so we can work our way up to the moon. I'm quite content to stay in the house I'm in as my office and just sell these bigger places. So let's go up in the world and grab the next garden house. No, we're going to stay. And I'm thinking if I bought this one, 8,000 is not enough to do my next flip, so we'll leave that at that. Alrighty. So our next house is going to be the unsatisfying effect. We're nearly at another bunker, so I'm kind of looking forward to those as well. Let's have a quick look at this one before we head out for the rest of the day. Okay, these dark walls don't make for a good atmosphere. So that's the Smoth family. One of the reasons I was doing so many light walls in the last house is that these guys really don't like dark walls. So that's that. Alrighty, what have we got? Let's have a quick look around the garden. Looks like, yeah. Oh, those are new weeds. I don't remember there being this kind of weed before. That's the other yellow we used to have. Nice. Alright, so we've got some nice flowery bushes. That would go well in an English type garden. If we did an English garden, we could keep these trees. Oh, they're kind of big. Not a lot of mowing, not a lot of space in the garden. You could probably do 2 narrow garden beds of flowers down there. Huh, they really are new weeds. Nifty. Again, so it's kind of small. If you wanted to, if you're thinking of going the route for the American garden with the pool, you might not want to do it in this garden. Oh no, you could do it here. There you go. So if you wanted to go for an American garden, you could go here. Same with the modern garden, that would work. So I'll think a little bit about that. The family that most wants it at the moment is the Smoth family, and I sold them one last time, so I don't feel like selling them another one. So we're going to try and dislodge them from the top. Okay, so we've got a goodly sized hall. Just give it a quick scrub and make sure everything is swish and tidy. Alright, so we're going clockwise around the house. I love this whole pick up all trash in range perk. It is really cool. Let's just give the room a quick spruce. So that'll be that window, that window. Give the window a clean. The other reason you would clean it up before you even start is some of the clients that the house would suit in layout won't show up if there's any dirt. So so by cleaning all the dirt up first and leaving the furniture in, you get an idea of who really wants the house when it's tidy. For that reason, I should probably also put the radiator in. Type in rad for radiator. We might just pop the radiator in and live with it. If I don't like it, I can pull it out later. So prepping for the new house. So I kind of like to do that at the end of a session so I can just think about it between sessions. Just get rid of the I don't think removing the lights affects the bios. Alright, so we have a second corridor in here. I'll zish all of that through. And I'll give it a quick clean. You'll notice the movement of the clients on that left hand side as we go through. Alright. Nope, we're good. There, this section is a mess because the bathroom is a mess. There is so much mold in here. Alright, if you were selling to the Johnson family, they don't always like new furniture and fittings. They tend to like a bit of a bargain. So there we go. Turning around. Oh yeah, we're missing the toilet. Let's just put the toilet in really quickly. I'll probably regret doing that because I'll be rearranging this bathroom. But let's put it in just to see which light floats up to the surface. Normally I wouldn't bother with this, but now I'm curious. So this room is tidy. This is a bedroom. Just very rapidly click that away. Yep, and very quickly do a clean. The bed will go, we won't be keeping that. Because, I mean, come on. Do the window. Just get that done. So the other thing I think clean through gives you is it gives you an idea of what you might do when you go through. I don't really start any of these houses with more than a very vague clue. I love the way they've improved window cleaning. When I first started playing it, this was one of the worst jobs in the world, but now it's much improved. So the other thing that'll put your buyers off is the holes in the wall. Just grab our plaster bucket. All right, now you'll see we just had an appearance from the student, and I think in this particular, there we go. In this particular game playthrough, I don't think I've sold anything to him yet. All right, we have now got the real estate agent on the board as an option, and that's kind of what we were hoping to see. He won't appear when there are broken walls. Well, he will appear, but he won't appear until there's a minimum of them. So we want a mountable air conditioner. Again, I'm not sure I'll be keeping it, but so just by making sure you've cleaned everything, thrown away all the rubbish, and there we go, just grab all of that, cleaned everything, thrown away all the rubbish, and patched all the walls, and put in any of your missing installations, you can get a much clearer picture of which buyers might otherwise suddenly appear out of the blue because you've cleaned everything up. So you can actually get a better idea of what you want to do. Alright, we're just going to move these out to see if there it is, to see if there's anything else to patch in here, because very often you'll find that not all rooms will have it. Now watch the buyers. If there's another hole to patch somewhere else, they will generally tell you that there's one more, but down the bottom Jimmy Trader's having a small little party of his own saying the walls are fixed, which should mean that there are no more walls to plaster in the house. Should. Alrighty, let's have a quick look in here. There's still some trash left to remove. Yeah, because guys, I couldn't work that out for myself. Alright, let's just, there we go. Alright, so sometimes your dirt stains will leach into another room and you'll need to hunt them down. Just get that done. Alright, so we now have a very interested real estate agent. He's still pretty hard to move from that spot. Okay, that's another air conditioning unit. Might as well pop that in while we're here. So we'll just see how far up the tree he comes once we've put everything in. There we go, just had to tap it in the right spot. There's no real correct order for these air conditioners. Occasionally you'll find that you've got to do something before another, but not often. All done. Okay, if I try and mount the radiator in there without moving the couch forward, I'm going to end up with a puddle of water on the floor. So let's just fix that before we go too much further. Zap that in there. Oops. Find where I'm poking it. There we go. Clean the window. Get that all done. Here we are. Okay. These don't need cleaning. And the very last room is in here. You know, I'm thinking this might be one of those semi-ideal family homes. Now, this little space here could be a children's room. We've got enough space for a let me just grab my hand. There we are. Is that over there? Huh, I don't know what that was, but it's gone now. It was tiny is what it was. There's the other box. All right, so this place is now clean. It's just counting as a room, not an office or anything. This place isn't too bad. So this is our kitchenette living room. In the corner you could either have a children's room or maybe a study or an office. Got your corridor. If I look at the mini map, I'm pretty sure there's a wall in here I should get rid of. I'm not sure I want to get rid of it this way though, but let's zap this out of here with our mighty hammer. Huh, well, that's interesting. C to crouch. It's an empty safe. Alright, let's just clean up the mess in here. Let's get rid of... Oh, awesome, a house flipper poster. That's very cool. Everyone's whining about the dirty house. That's alright, I'm sure they'll get over it in just a minute. Clean the window. So normally what I do with most of my houses is I'll do a walkthrough like this and just kind of think about it as I go through. Just get rid of this one. So what do we got? We've really got 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. Oh my gosh, what am I thinking? That's not clean. And I'll mount that while I'm here. All right. So I'm thinking my options are one of the 2 families. Possibly the real estate agent. I think the first time I ever sold that manor house was this house. He's a real menace to try and sell to, I found. I mean, we could try and sell another house to Giorgio Shanwell. Not sure this is the best house for the student either, though. But he's not even on the board, so we won't really include him. Just turn around again. Ah, that's what I'm missing. There we go. And the ceiling. All right, this room's tidy and it's done, except for the window. Okay, so now we have 2 families that are getting very interested in the house. We have this little tiny room that would do as another bathroom, which if you're looking to sell to the Johnson family, comes in handy. There we go, that little space is done. And last but not least, just get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that. And get rid of that. And then I think what we'll discover is we've finished pretty much all of this. All right. So I guess what we really want to know is who are our most potential buyers. And again, okay, we've got the Smoth family, we have Dolan Trusk, we have the Johnson family, the real estate agent, and Jimmy Trader. So I'll mull over which of those I'm thinking of overnight. But if any of you guys have a particular preference to see if I can actually flip it for them, let me know. I won't guarantee being successful, but I'll give it a good shot. Just drop your preference for the flip in the comments, and the one with the most votes will be it, unless he's not on that screen. And that's where we'll leave it. So thanks for hanging with me. If you like the episode, please hit like. If you have a particular person you want to see this house flipped for, please drop that in the comments. And if you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Beyond that, have a great day. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.